Welcome to another edition of the REPMO Recap Show, presented by Absolute Roofing. Fall sports winding down, football playoffs gearing up, and we've got it all for you. A lot of highlights to get to, and we'll start with the regular season finale for football on Friday at Willard. Tigers got off to a slow start at Willard. They fumbled the ball on their first drive, had to punt it away on their second drive. Finally, the third time they touched the ball, they looked more like the usual Tigers. 16 plays, 68 yards. It ended with that touchdown run by Mason Fleetwood. And the extra point by Elijah Peary put him on top 7-0. Only 3 plays on the next drive, and it was a 77-yard drive, capped by a 68-yard run by Isaiah Hall, the fullback. He put it in the end zone. That made it 14-0. Next drive, another touchdown. 9 plays, 74 yards. Took about 4 minutes, and it was a pass from Trenton Coleman to Cannon Ellison, a great catch over on the side of the end zone just ahead of halftime. That made it 21-0. Second half was more the same as the Tigers had gotten rolling. 8 plays, 50 yards on their first drive. It was a 21-yard touchdown run by Mason Fleetwood, and that made it 28-0. And finally, they closed out the scoring on their side with a 10-play drive, 48 yards. Isaiah Hull punched it in for the second time that night, and it was 35-0. They go on to win it 35-7.
In the second quarter, I felt like we did a little better job, found ways to score and get up enough that I think we took a little pressure off and were able to play a little better second half. We thought they'd run it more than that, and so we were pretty heavy on the run, and they kind of went away from it quick. But I thought our DBs, again, that's a long time to play man-to-man coverage, and them throwing that many times to make as many stops as they did and get the offense back on the field was a really good performance by our defense.
After a great come-from-behind win in the district quarterfinals against Springfield Kickapoo, Republic met up with top-seeded Ozark in the district semifinals. Lady Tigers played even with Ozark for much of the first set, but they ended up falling in 3, 25-19, 25-9, 25-13. Teams were tied at 12 before Ozark began to pull away in that first set. That was Ozark's 35th win of the season against just 3 losses. Republic had beaten Kickapoo and had ended a long drought against Kickapoo earlier in the season. It was the final match for 4 seniors: Kaylee Cornelson, Reese Fry, Nevaeh Gann, and Addison Gibbs. Republic finished its season at 14-17. The Soccer Tigers sent 5 seniors out in style on senior night Thursday with a 4-0 win over Willard. Will Pinnell struck first in the opening half, putting Republic on top off an assist from Maddox Aldridge. 3 minutes later, Diego Zuniga made it 2-0 after a long punt from keeper Cole Williams. After the break, Mason Tackett provided one of the highlights of the night. Senior Caleb Mickley, a 1 possession. He fed it to Tackett here, and Tackett is able to punch it home with his left foot. That made it 3-0 as he beat the Willard keeper. 4th goal came a little bit later. Pinnell would score the final goal of the night off a feed from senior Miles Thomas. Thomas takes it around midfield here, and a great through ball to find him on the run. Pinnell punches it past the keeper. That made it 4-0. Tiger defense had a shutout along with another senior, Porter Bollinger, and that was their 3rd shutout in 5 matches. 5 seniors sent off in style on senior night, and I talked to Coach Jesus Zuniga afterwards.
I don't care what our record shows, these guys have bought in now at the end when it really matters, and they're starting to play well. And we still got a lot of soccer to play, hopefully, but I mean, what they've invested in the program, it's starting to show now. They just are starting to trust each other, and it's fun to watch, and I'm not ready for it to end, so I really love this class.
6 Republic softball players earned all-conference honors in the COC West. Junior outfielder Addie Brown, Paige Elsenrott, and Piper Dishman were unanimous first-team selections. Brown led Republic with a .467 batting average, while Dishman struck out 103 batters in 73 innings. 3 more Lady Tigers made the second team: Annabelle Gerhardt-Hobbs, Cass Ellison, both seniors, along with junior pitcher Karagoki. And now it's time to take a break and take a Tiger Triple Take, presented by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. This week we checked in with football lineman Clinton Smith.
All right, Clinton, what is on your pregame playlist?
I got a lot of country music. It kind of calms me down. So I listen to like Morgan Wallen, Brooks and Dunn, just stuff to calm me down.
Besides the country music, do you have any pregame routines or superstitions?
I usually get taped after we come in, do walkthroughs. It's superstitious. The 2 games that we lost, I didn't get taped till either before or super late. So I have to get taped as soon as we get back in. Kind of settles with me.
All right, finally, this is the one you've been dreading. What 2 sports, if you could combine any 2 sports, what would you combine and how would you play that new sport?
I'm going to go with the weird one. I'm going to say tennis and football. So you can just hit people with tennis. You just knock people out of the way. Just play a full court with the ball. You got bounce it twice for a point to count. You just got to hit people. And you got to stop the other team from bouncing the ball twice.
All right.
And that's going to do it for the REPMO Recap Show, presented by Absolute Roofing. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week with more highlights.